We're here with Professor Arun Sundararajan from NYU Stern School of Business and the author of The Sharing Economy. Professor, talk to me a little bit about how the sharing economy is disrupting the automobile industry, winners and losers.
The auto industry is at the early stages of a massive disruption that is going to completely reshape it over the next 20 years. We're in phase one, where we're starting to get cars on demand instead of maybe owning a second car. Phase two will be when the car on demand is autonomous in some way, maybe has someone sitting behind the wheel for a while. Phase three will be fully autonomous on-demand vehicles. What this does is that it shifts our conception of what we spend our money on when we spend on automobile. We're going to stop spending on buying the cars, and we're going to start spending on getting transportation when we need it. The trust that we place in a car brand is going to shift to the trust that we place in the interface that delivers the car to us reliably.
So Mercedes, General Motors, Ford, Fiat Chrysler take their combined market caps of $300 billion to $500 billion, and slowly but surely, that value is going to leak to the share guys.
A lot of that value is going to leak to Uber, to Lyft, but also to Google and Apple, who are thinking about their own on-demand transportation network.
So say more about that. Google and Apple, will they be the operating system, or do you think they'll actually get into the business of share?
Well, there's no way around getting into the logistics of actually having the cars on the street. The way I see it playing out is that auto manufacturing is going to go the way of mobile device manufacturing. The person who captures the profits is going to be the person who controls the interface.
Best operating system.
Yep, rather than the person who actually makes the device.
And do you think it'll be like the smartphone industry? Will there be one player who gets 93% of the profits globally? Is it going to consolidate that dramatically?
Probably not to that extent, because you need a lot of on-the-ground logistics expertise. That's a place where Google's going to struggle, because Google isn't a consumer-facing customer service company. That's where Uber and Lyft have advantages, because they have built operations on the ground that understand how to sort of deploy a fleet of hundreds of thousands of cars in a particular geographic area.
And of the old economy guys, the Fords, the GMs, the Mercedes-Benz, who do you think is doing the best job or is most agile and is best positioned to not get killed, if you will, here?
BMW and Daimler have taken baby steps into a rental model. Ford is running a whole bunch of experiments around the country trying to think about what will the next generation model of mobility be. And so these three companies seem like they've got some skin in the game to preserve some of the market cap that they have. Volvo has made some progress on their autonomous vehicles as well. The thing that strikes me most about the auto industry is how much digital has entered the physical world, and how the economics of this business are going to shift from being physical world economics to digital economics, where value capture is through the interface. And the biggest challenge that the auto companies face is in getting consumers who trust them for safety, who trust them for airbags, who trust them for structural integrity, to start trusting them for their digital stripes. Because eventually the car on demand that you call isn't going to be the one that looks the best or that has the greatest resilience. It's the one whose brains you trust. And you're much more likely to trust Google software or Uber software than you are to trust Daimler or Ford software.
Or the guy driving your taxi.
Yeah, well, Volkswagen's an exception, because Volkswagen seems to be able to do smart things with their software, as we learned from the tricks that they played with the...
You think that was smart.
Yeah. Well,
Professor Sundararajan, the book is The Sharing Economy. Thanks for your time.
thank you.